Yeah, dude, liquid German bass, bro. That's my shit. Like that's something like late at night for sure. I'll probably bust that shit. Like the late night driving, liquid German bass, fire
Yeah,
for
dude.
me at
the-
least. And it's crazy, and it's what's also crazy to me about liquid German bass personally is I can't tell you my favorite liquid German bass, but I could just show you my favorite liquid German bass tracks.
Mhm.
But artists, in terms of artists, I don't think I could get like give you a favorite because I don't. I need to be doing this. Like I need to actually be knowing like who's hitting right now on liquid.
Mhm.
But I only just come across like liquid German bass tracks like off of SoundCloud. I'm just like fuck, I fuck with this shit, and I know a lot of times I just don't be paying attention to like the name or like attached to it because I'm just like fucking astonished by the fucking track and shit. I need to do a better job at that though with liquid German bass. I need to like know who's fucking popping and shit because yeah, I can only just tell you tracks, not really like artists.
Yeah, like I remember, because initially, like I was really into dubstep, and like I always knew what drum and bass was, and like I've always thought it was cool. But then, like, I want to say it was the UKF drum and bass 2014. There was an Alex Perez track on there, and like it was like my first time really like listening to a liquid track, and like I was just like so mind blown. Like just ever since then, I'm like, okay, like this is my thing. Like for
yeah,
sure.
no, I fuck with liquid German bass heavy, man. German bass in general, we like German bass over here, dude. But yeah, dude, we're here at the Spotlight Podcast, and we're about to do EDM Confessions, bro. Are you familiar with the segment we're about to do?
Yes, but go over it anyways.
Well, dude, we're gonna go over it for the new time viewers and listeners are tuned into the podcast here with our special guest Phayla. So, EDM Confessions is the segment that we do here, in between the Spotlight Podcast, where we get a bunch of cards for each person, and we're gonna go through different scenarios, different questions. Still dance music related. Think of it kind of like the Cards Against Humanity version type shit. So it's nothing very like serious. It's like it's very fun, very engaging. We'll get to hear certain perspectives about like certain dance music topics, certain scenarios we might come across. This is always like the more of the funner part of the podcast to do because yeah, you just never know with what our sponsors are going to be. So looking forward to it, bro. And the way we're gonna start this is we'll go one card one by one, and you could start it. So you could ask me a card, any order.
Okay.
And then once you use that card, you can just put it to the side, and we'll just go from each of them. So you could choose. You go first. You'll ask me a card, and then I'll give you my response.
All right. Let's see. You're in charge of stage design for one of the stages at EDC. Tell us about your design.
Oh, bro, welcome to the bass pyramid. Pyramid, bro.
You had that one ready to go.
Dude, the minute you said that shit, bro, I don't know why I had that fucking light bulb like situation right now, this scenario. Yeah, dude, the bass pyramid, homie.
Like a Luxor.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you see, there you go. That's probably where I got my low influence right there. Yeah, the Luxor. Yeah, like you come into like this like building, like pyramid looking. Like there's staff there, but they're like wearing like in that era of like dressing. So it's like very on brand with like the pyramids and like that era, you know. Maybe there's fucking mummies, like caskets around, like on some the mummy Brendan Fraser, you know, like Brendan Fraser shit. We want some Brendan Fraser shit.
Yeah, shout out Brendan Fraser.
Anaksuno Moon. Nah, fucking love that movie. Yeah, I'll probably have it like on that type of vibes, dude. Like if I had a stage design, like it's an indoor stage, you know. You go inside. You go inside the pyramid, bro. And you know what, bro? We'll make it to where it's like maybe some people might not make it to the stage, bro. Like remember, like on some Indiana Jones shit, like you know, like it's not like life threatening, but you have to solve puzzles, like to get into the stage. It's like one of those. Yeah. Cause you know, like I'm just thinking about like when you go to a stage, like you're walking to the stage and you're already there. Like nah, fuck that. Like you're gonna go to the stage, but like let's make it a entertaining process. Like for like if you want to get to the stage, you want to get inside, like finish this maze or finish this puzzle, like you know on some like back like a book, like you know you see the movies back in the day when like you go into a pyramid, they come across like fucking they're looking for some treasure, but like they come across like puzzles and shit. They gotta figure out like what does this symbol mean type shit. oh, that's candy, bro. We got to trade right now, you know.
So you want to make sure that your crowd is at a certain mental capacity.
I mean, I'm not gonna make it to where it's on some like you need to be on your Mensa shit, right? Like, but you know, just trying to keep it. I guess trying to keep it on brand, or it could be a thing where like they don't gotta. It's not a requirement to like get to the stage, like because maybe some people do really want to get to the stage. Like it could be like like just shit to do like while you're at that stage. Like you could solve like a fucking ancient puzzle, a pyramid puzzle, whatever the fuck. Like just
like how Project Z had like the laser tag stuff. Like just kind of like
they had laser tag.
Yeah, when they did the it was Wasteland versus Bass Rush. They had like a laser tag.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Wow, that's tight, bro. Yeah. So it's just like shit like that to kind of keep things on brand. Like, a mummy rapping contest was good, bro. Like I don't know, bro. Just on brand shit. I don't know. Bass pyramid though, dude. Coming soon. Insomniac will probably just come up with some shit though. They're usually good at that. All right, for sure then, bro. So here we go. You just create a Rave family and need a name for the squad. What is your Rave family's name? Can't say subfactory.
I don't know if I'd have a Rave family.
Well, I mean, if you had a Rave family. Yeah, if you had a Rave family. Yeah, I think that's what it says. You just create a Rave family.
I have to name it?
Yeah, you gotta have a name, bro.
The dogs with a Z.
The dogs. The dogs. You got drum and bass dog over here. You got tech dog. Tech house dog. You got your group is like, you know, they're labeled, you know. They got the rhythm dog over there. Got the drum and bass dog, you know. Okay, the dogs.
Yep, I walk in with my dogs and then just leave them immediately.
Oh shit. What the dogs do to you, bro? Nice, bro. The dogs. That's Phayla's Rave family's name right there. Hell yeah. Let's do it. All right, go ahead. It's your turn now.
All right. Lightshow or Headbang?
So this is our edition of Truth or Dare. So Lightshow means truth. Headbang means dare. I'm going to go with this episode. We're going to go Lightshow, truth. So you can ask me a question and I'll have to answer it.
Okay. What is your least favorite genre?
Damn. That's funny that you said that because that's one of our cards. EDM Confession cards.
Oh, it is.
Great. That's a great question though. That is a great question. You know what? Lately I haven't really been like too appealing to like Jersey Club. Like the electronic version of like Jersey Club.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. Just not really like what I'm liking at the moment cuz I know like the Jersey Club, like the electronic Jersey cuz okay, when I say electronic Jersey Club, I'm like it's more dance music-ish. Like there's Jersey Club out there that's like Baltimore, like
hip hop.
Like hip hop. It's like that. You know, it's like it's more like yeah, there you go. You said it. But like when I think of like electronic Jersey Club nowadays, I mean nowadays I can't really say who does that nowadays. Besides like when I was like going into raves, like listening to Jersey Club, electronic Jersey Club, like it was like 4B.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I could think of when it comes to dance music. Jersey Club is like 4B and. I mean, on a mainstream scale, that's all I can think of. I mean, there's a lot of underground artists that I know, personally, that do fucking like dance music Jersey Club. But like, I'm just speaking from like like a much more mainstream perspective. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Like Jersey Club, right now, is just kind of not really hitting for me. It's like my least favorite. Fuck it, let's double down. I'll give you another one, bro. I'll give you another one. Least favorite.
Air it out. Let's go.
I'm gonna air it out, bro. I'm gonna. I'm still trying to. Okay, this is not true, but I think tech house is like my least favorite genre right now, bro. But it's not. But I only say this because there's just so much of it. I'm tired of it. I will play it. Like I will play it, bro. Just because like. For results on the dance floor, like it's gonna pop. Like as a DJ, right? Like from the perspective of a DJ, most of the times you're plugging and play shit that's gonna like make the dance floor keep on like going on. But like for me, I don't know, like just tech house, specifically the tech house that includes like early 2000s R&Bs, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like they'll do it to it and shit. Like every tech house record that's trying to like do that, like that's my least favorite. That's my least favorite tech house. There you go. I fuck with tech house, but I think right now that's just it's starting to become just too much of it.
I get what you're saying.
You know,
The market's becoming oversaturated.
Yeah, there you go. And I'll play it, but that's just because I'm coming from the perspective I'm a DJ and I want to make sure the crowd and the dance floor is sick. Just there's some early 2000 tech house that I like, but like honestly, like I'm just kind of like not as excited about it, I guess now.
I get what you mean.
Compared to back then, but
yeah, I don't think I have a single house track on my USB.
but I mean, I don't know. Like it's just one of those things. Like it's yeah, I don't know. Right now, I've really been fucking with. Right now, I've just been fucking with future rhythm like that. I've been vocalizing that a lot, dude. A color based future rhythm, that's been my shit lately. Trap, like that trap, hyper bounce, like the shit that like the underground dogs be putting out, like Yojas, Liney, Dumb Collective, Sus, all those fools fucking Mystic, you know, all of them are fucking killing it. But yeah, honestly, let's just simplify it, bro. Like least favorite genre, it's gonna be at the moment. What was the first one I said?
You said Jersey Club.
There you go, yeah, Jersey Club. Like I just feel like right now it's just not really hitting the vibes at the moment. Like, yeah.
Did you get asked what's your least favorite genre?
We did. Yeah, he asked me that. Yeah.
And it was Jersey.
I said right now at the time I think it's Jersey Club.
I think Drake has something to say about that.
Right. Right. Okay. All right, bet. Here we go. All right, Phayla. If you had a writer, what would be on it?
A writer?
Yeah. So like, let's say you had a green room and like you were in charge of like having shit in there. Like you were able to get like a bunch of things like in your green room, so that way like you're prepped for the show. Like for example, like maybe you want like a couple water bottles in your green room. Like that would be on your writer. Do you want like snacks like in your green room? Like that would be on your writer.
Yes.
Okay. Well, what would be on your writer, bro? Like you're headlining, bro. Palladium.
And like I'm telling them what I want.
Yeah, exactly. Like before I play, I need to make sure in my green room there's this. That way I feel good enough to be able to give the best performance I can. Like, do you need only pink M&Ms in your shit, bro? Like, are you that picky or what's good?
I would need black licorice.
God damn.
Black iced coffee. Something just like odd, just to throw them off, like a stuffed, like a packed and stuffed like dead animal or something.
Okay.
On display.
All right.
Just to see if they do it, throw them off, make them a little uncomfortable.
Imagine they do it too, bro. Damn. Like big shout out to them if they do.
If they're
do
about
it.
I want to know.
All right. Okay. What else? Keep going. Drinks. What's up with drinks? What kind of drinks you want in there?
Coffee.
Water.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, not much of alcohol.
Yeah, I don't drink.
I don't drink. Good shit. That's good, bro. That's good. What about food? Any kind of food? You mentioned black licorice, but like
I mean, if I can get really bougie, like we could put
fuck
some
it.
sushi.
Budget
in there.
ain't shit right now. Like you can go off.
Sushi.
You just sold out Palladium, bro.
All right, just a lot of fish. Make it stink.
Make it stink.
I want it to stink in there.
Okay. Would that be it? That's like kind of like your idea.
Yeah,
for
fish
right
and coffee.
Fish and coffee. Damn, that's a different writer. I have not heard fish and coffee on a writer. Huh? Shit.
I'm a weird guy.
We need more weird in here. You know, we need more weird. Question for you, Robert. What will be on your writer, bro? Like you sold out Palladium. What the fuck is in a Zion Dawn green room?
So I'm stupid bougie. I want my own.
Yeah, budget ain't shit, bro. Get out here.
I want my own like fruit person that'll like cut up the fruit, like you know how like you see like all the Mexicans like cutting up fruit,
like on the streets as the carts.
I want one of those in my green room.
You want
fam.
one of those? Okay,
Yeah,
a cart
one
of
those
them
in my
with
green
someone
room.
cutting the fruit and shit. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, nice. What else?
And
or is that enough? That's it.
Yeah, I think that's just all I need, bro.
That's all
some
you
fruit.
need.
Yeah,
hell yeah, for sure.
Fruit, yeah.
Simple person, bro. And you know what? What I have noticed, and maybe I'm gonna have to like also like just take another look at my writer too. I could say this, maybe not for all, but for some promoters, I could see the writer maybe even being something where they're off put by not booking you, because your writer may be just like just kind of ridiculous, you know.
That's why a lot of shit should be like optional or if possible.
Right.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. So I can see why maybe some people they'll look they want to book an artist or a DJ, but then they look at the rider and they're like, bro, all the expenses on the rider is way more than the fucking booking fee for this person's like. This shit, like, hell no. Like, nah, bro. We ain't gonna do this, bro. It's for looking for
I would not play those games.
Caviar, bro. What the fuck? Like, I mean, we're not there yet, but I mean, we need to get our bread up. You feel me? But, but yeah, that was just wow, bro. Yeah, he sold out Palladium, bro. I wonder what the fuck would be in my green room. I just sold out Palladium. Yeah, I go bougie, bro. Hell yeah.
Stupid bougie.
Yeah, I'll have the ice cream truck in there. No, the palatero guy. I'm not the palatero guy in there. Yeah, yeah. Just like. It's already paid for. I paid him already. Like people can just go up to him and just ask for whatever the fuck.
He's just ringing the bell just to let people know.
Yeah. And like every 5 minutes he's like paletas. Hell yeah. There you go. You know, that feels like home.
Culture, fam.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's a culture green room right there for sure. Hell yeah. For sure. What else? What the fuck it? We're on here.
So if let me tell you this, if I'm like touring and then that's one of my tour stops, I'll probably ask for like white tees or something like that.
White tees?
Yeah.
Like it's shirts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, just like plain white tees. Just because like I know after the fact, I'm going to be stupid sweaty. My shirt's going to be drenched in sweat. So like I'd love to have something to change it to
that makes
after.
sense. No, that's
especially
true.
if I'm traveling at the venue, you know?
No, that is true. You know, a lot of the things that touring performers ask when they go through these tour stops is underwear.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah,
I hear
fun
a lot
fact.
of people ask for underwear.
A lot of touring artists because they don't have the time to stop by at a fucking
at like a Target or something.
Or maybe just because of the popularity, maybe it's not in their best interest to stop by at a local Walmart and like fucking track like all these people, whatever. So yeah, that's something that I've been hearing a lot, like touring artists asking for not necessarily like drinks or shit per se, but more like necessities that they would need, like underwear or extra shirts, toothbrush, like just like shit that maybe they just like fucking ran out.
Yeah, no.
On tour, they're like, all right, fuck it. Like for our next tour stop, just to the promoter, maybe like less on the alcohol, but more on underwear. Fuck
They're
it.
basically telling the person who's doing the show running and shit, you're my personally like grocery stop. So like, cause
no, you know what? Yes, bro.
Right.
That's how I felt when I was getting on some of these items. Like for Michael Sparks, he asked for a certain type of cigarettes, and like I felt like I was working one of those like Instacart, like I felt like an Instacart like work. I'm like, damn, I'm fucking. Hey Michael, they don't got these cigarettes here, bro. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, no, yeah, for sure, bro. Like I felt like that, but I gotta do it. But like I felt like that. Oh yeah, I'm like. This person's assistant and shit. Yeah.
You'll ask for 2 gallons of milk for my cereal when I get home, you know?
I feel so weird, like, asking for stuff. Like, I mean, just, I'm not there, so, like,
well, I think it's a little bit easier when, I think when someone else can, like, represent you.
Yeah.
I feel like I've noticed, like, when other people are not to say people that represent themselves, they don't know how to do it, but I've noticed people that don't have representation, or they could have someone that could like, be able to pitch them to be able to play like me, like when someone's asked, like when they're asking for you, I get what you're saying. Like when you ask you personally, it's like
there you go. You're getting
it's a weird dynamic.
So
like coming,
when you're negotiating emails, so like say like if I'm trying to negotiate like a deal for HUSKI or something, in the emails, usually in the exchange, they'll tell you, oh well, we'll pay you plus we'll accommodate your rider demands as well. So that'll be negotiated in the contract of when you're playing there and whatnot. And for the most part, that's something they always ask you, oh, what's in your rider? What's in your rider? Because they want to make you feel as comfortable at the venue as possible. Because at the end of the day, they want you, like when you're at that level, they want to book you. So they want whatever you need that they're getting for you, So that's usually where it gets to, like in the emails, bro. All of it's all done in emails and stuff.
Yeah, you know what? It's I'm not gonna put names, but I've actually had people come up to me and be like, "Hey, bro, you think you could ask the promoter like for my money?" I'm like, wait, what? Wait, like, it's not a lot, but a few came up to me because they're scared to. Even they know they're getting paid, they're scared to ask. They're just to ask for it. And I've had people come up to me because maybe because I have a better connection with that promoter. They tell me like, hey, like, you think you could go and like tell them that like I did the shit and like to send the money over to like however I want to get the money. I'm like, well, yeah, I could do that for you if you need me to. Like, sure, like why not? And now I'm noticing, okay, like they're like they don't have like a someone to represent, and like maybe they just yeah, it's just negotiating and shit like that. That's just something that's not many people are like very.
The thing is, it's
I don't know.
uncomfortable, and like when you're negotiating, it makes you feel unease. But it's like that for both people. So like, even though you're feeling like weird, like asking for things, the person in return is feeling weird, like saying no, but trying to say yes at the same time. You know, so it's really just
they're
like
trying to accommodate. They're like, we're not trying to be like no, but what's it? We're
no, but
like,
yes. That's
but
what we're
yes.
saying. No, but yes.
Like
And
we
it's
want to
just-
do it, but within what we can.
Yeah.
And like we'll let you know like what you send us for rider, what we can and what we cannot. I mean, we've had experiences where we pull up and maybe the rider's not fully there, and honestly that's just something that just expect. Maybe you're like if you get booked for a show and like your rider is not fully completed, maybe that's just something to expect. You know, sometimes they don't get everything all like 100%.
Or like Eflorm, like one of our past guests has brought up, they heard their idea of why people do riders is they take it down to how professional the venue is, right? So if we emailed like and you said you could accommodate my riders, I'm gonna put something on my rider just to see if you guys are really paying attention to detail. Because like say you get something wrong on my rider, what about my sound writer, like my sound production? Because I asked for this type of sound, this type of sound. Well, are you gonna do that now if I don't have this? And that's what some people do. They'll put something extremely weird on their rider just to make sure that the venue they're going to is of like professional quality as like. Cause and I understand like at a lower level, it sounds weird saying that, but say like you're performing for 100,000, like thousands of people, right? Like you need to make sure everything, your performance is to a T. For I feel like that's very excessive for DJs, but to like singers and dancers, stage performers and stuff, I feel like that makes a lot of sense for me.
And that sounds like a bit of a mind game to me.
I mean, it's I mean, it's one of those things about like getting booked and like what needs to be done to get that booking completed, and sometimes the writers are part of that. And there's actually two types of writers that I've came across that most people will come across: the tech writer and hospitality writer. The hospitality writer is the one where like the green room shit, like the waters or whatever the fuck you want. The tech writers were like, Phayla needs to have the 3000s, like nothing below that. Phayla needs 2 monitors, one on each side type shit. Phayla needs a wireless mic, that's a tech writer. And I've been seeing this a lot. No, bro, after this, bro, I'll show you a couple of tech writers, bro, and like you'll see that like it's much more common with I
feel like you need, if you're going for performance, if you're a DJ that performs, that's necessary. I need to know this venue has the stage size that's enough for my backup dancers, or like put yourself in that type of environment. That's what those type of technical writers are for. Not really for me to be like, oh, I want to have the best kick-in sounds. Like, yeah, it's for that, because at the end of the day, you still want people to come out and say, this was an amazing show.
Yeah.
So there's certain qualities that the venue kind of has to meet, or else you're going to make me look not as great as I'm usually looking, and
all these other places and shit.
Yeah. So that's just, I feel like, yeah, it sounds really like off-putting.
Yeah, like the most wild thing we've ever had requested was like a platter of fruit. Like that's
you say wild?
That's like the wildest it's gotten. Is like
bro,
fruit.
that's the most common. Bro, that's the most common fucking thing that artists ask for, and that's the most overlooked shit. Yeah. The most overlooked shit that doesn't even get utilized, bro. Like
we ended up eating their fruit.
Yeah, bro. Something about that might be one of the weird things that Robert was saying, that just that attention to detail. Yeah, maybe these fools don't even like fruit, but they just want to see if the promoter will get the fruit tray just to see if they got that attention to detail on deck. And
because when you get to a venue too, the first thing you do isn't go on stage. You go to the green room. So like, say the night of, you walk into your green room and something's not there that you needed. What else are you thinking now? Like, okay, well, am I going on stage? Is is my mic gonna be working how I need it to work? So like that's
Yeah.
just things you don't want in
Like
your
shit
head.
goes off in your fucking mind, and you're like, oh shit, like if this is fucked here, then
Yeah, how do I know they
I-
didn't fuck up here too? And
they could have
stuff?
fucked up. Yeah.
So it's just a on me thing, and I get it. Like it might seem like
I just feel
like a
like,
dick
the
move, but-
like the hierarchy of importance for things. Like I feel like the sound, and then like getting some asshole DJ his like tea. Like I think those are just like on different
Yeah.
levels.
And that's one of
I
those
get
things,
you.
and that's like just
for
one of those
DJs,
things, you
that
know?
makes a lot of sense. For
Right.
singers and performers, I feel like I think Beyonce needs everything she needs. Like if it's on her list, I feel like she needs it.
Just give it to her. She's Beyonce. Like fuck
And
it.
like she's been work like I don't know if you guys seen her documentary, but
No.
you see like how hard she's working every day, or when they're on tour, they get no breaks really. It's a tour.
Their
that's-
green room is essentially their fucking peace of mind, bro.
yeah,
So
legit their peace of mind.
yeah, bro. Yeah, dude. And a lot of times their green rooms are fucked, dude. They want peace? Nah, fuck no. Motherfuckers want to get in
And
the
then
green
people
room.
are gonna try to get exactly.
Yeah,
people are trying to get
you
in,
know,
and you're really just trying to focus on. I just need my performance.
or maybe you just don't want to be bothered, bro. You're just trying to chill the fuck out and have time for yourself.
Especially
But-
if you're in a city that you've never been to before, you don't know what's out there, and all you ask for is a fucking pillow in my green room so I could take a rest in between my fucking tours, like 2 hours, and then you get to your green room and there's no pillow, and you're just like, all right, well, whatever. And
Well,
you
I
know?
can say I'm really glad I'm not Beyonce.
yeah, I feel you. Feel you on that.
No, but that's a lot more common though with like those type of artists where they're before like they say yes to a booking. There's most likely like you gotta there's a agreed price that they may want to like get for their performance. They might on top of that they probably want like transportation or hotel or a lot of stuff, dude, a lot. And yeah, that's not like with local DJs. Like I've noticed like people just want to play for majority of the time with local DJs. So like then, like if they feel like they may have to like ask for shit, that might sometimes be an attracting to a promoter. Like oh, like this person, like this DJ, like you say, how you saying the importance of shit. Like this DJ is just asking me for all this shit, like that you would probably expect from like a much more bigger artist or DJ. I would say, and like maybe people don't like people of that skill probably don't care much about writers. Like they're
I
just
get,
trying
like,
to play, you know.
food and like drinks and stuff, but like I don't know. I think like a pillow, like that's kind of weird. But it's just me. I don't know.
No, I mean, it's you never know with these writers, bro. They just be fucking whatever the like. I'm trying to figure out if there was a weird ass writer request that I got like with their low end. I don't think there was anything weird per se, but nah, dude. I just typically the writers are just like drinks and food, and sometimes it could be a little like out of pocket. Like there's a famous green room writer request from like some like old artists, like they wanted like pink green M&Ms or some shit. Like it's like a famous like writer story. How
Oh my
about this
God.
artist just requested like a particular certain color of M&Ms, and like if they don't get that certain color or they don't have a certain amount of M&Ms like in a jar or whatever, like they fucking throw a fit or whatever the fuck, and maybe they don't even want to play. Like
Well, then they can get fucked. That's a weird request. I don't like that.
so if you were booking an artist, let's say for like Night Stalker, like if Night Stalker was like, "Hey, bro, I need a pillow," we can
See,
tell
now
them.
Night Stalker is the boy.
True.
I love Night Stalker.
Okay,
I would do
word.
that for Night Stalker
we're okay. All right,
because
bet.
he's the man.
Bet. All right. So
But
for a few people, we'll get the
There's
pillow.
for the homies, like that's different. I'll get my homie a pillow, but
Word.
these other dudes, like, no, not good enough for you. Sorry.
Word. Oh shit, man. I just find that shit.
I'll
fucking
get you
funny.
M&Ms, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to just get green M&Ms. It's just the principle.
And you know what, bro? Artists will not show up if you don't pull up with green M&Ms, dude. They're that they show that importance for the writer is that they won't even play, bro.
I mean,
you
if
don't
it's
give
in contract, they're not obligated, you know. But
that is true. Contracts. All right, let's go back to EDM Confessions.
Oh yeah.
We saw on here. Yeah. So we did the writer. All right, you go ahead.
Okay. What EDM genre best describes your personality?
I think I've already said this, but I just because I want to say it right now. Future rhythm. Yeah,
I believe
I
it.
think this is just like speaks to who I am right now, and like kind of like my style in production too.
Mhm.
It just kind of brings the both worlds of like heavy dubstep in terms of like its like sub patterns, and then but like it got very like future bass vibes with like its melodics and harmonies and pads and arpeggiators and all this shit. And
Mhm.
I feel like that just like speaks out a lot to like who I am as a person and like my music taste too. Like it's like kind of everywhere. I feel like future rhythm is like a combination of a lot of like influences of all these like genres of dance music. And yeah, whatever you guys want to call it, color based, melodic dubstep, future rhythm. Like I know there's like this like debate online right now of like what we're gonna call this shit. But whatever you guys connect to, like future rhythm for me, is what I speaks to me.
Yeah, like the subgenre like specification like debates are always so frustrating. Like drum step, like people argue drum step, like is it a subgenre of dubstep or a subgenre of drum and bass?
Oh wow, that's
Just, like,
interesting.
for example.
Was that ever duked out or no? Is that still a
No,
discussion?
I feel like this debate still goes on.
Oh shit. So who's gonna claim dubstep, dude?
I don't know who still plays drum step, but whoever they are, God bless them.
The only person I can remember that I enjoyed their drum step was like Figure. I remember for a while Figure was like doing drum step when he was doing like his monsters like EPs and shit like around Halloween.
Yeah.
He'd always have like his like little like Halloween EPs and shit with like monsters, like naming tracks as like monsters like Frankenstein and shit. And he did a lot of drum step actually. I think I actually did a mix with like a lot of Figure tracks and they were like drum step. But I haven't really heard a lot of drum step nowadays though.
Yeah, it's been.
But I didn't know about that about the whole like who like they're trying to get credit for drum step, German bass and dubstep.
Yeah.
Who do you think should claim drum step? You gotta choose. Who do you think should claim it? German bass or dubstep?
I mean, my personal view on it is that it's some of it will exist at 140 and some of it exists at 170. So I think it's just like kind of like merging the ideas a little bit. But I guess if I had to tie it to one, I guess I would put it more towards dubstep just a little bit, just because it does focus more. Like most of it is going to be at like 140, like 150. So
And then like you feel like the pattern, like the drum pattern too, is like a lot more similar to dubstep compared to like drum and bass.
I guess I mean like it kind of like mimics a 4/4 like pattern.
Mm-hmm.
So it's filling up more space as drum and bass would, but like with like the bounce of like dubstep. So like that's why I feel like it's just a good like mixture of the two.
Oh, I see. I feel it. I didn't even know that debate was still going on, bro. I didn't even know that shit's like ground that's trying to be claimed. I'd
be reading the YouTube comments. I love reading the arguments.
Yeah, if you're trying to get a little good argument, a little good debate, a little good discussion, YouTube comments where it's at, and Reddit was good. All right, bet. So let me go ahead and give you another card. Last card, I think, for me. Create your own EDM genre.
Oh.
Yeah, dude.
Definitely breaks. There needs to be breaks.
Breaks, okay.
Yeah, all the original breaks.
What BPM you think this is?
It's gotta be
this is your new genre,
this
dude.
Is a new genre.
New genre, bro.
Uh,
New standard for
all
this
right,
genre.
we're pushing boundaries. Let's say fuck it, 30.
30 BPM.
We're going really slow.
30 BPM. Holy
Long
shit.
time stretch breaks.
Oh damn.
And definitely pull like those bass lines from like drum and bass and like dubstep and stuff over just like 30 BPM time stretch breaks.
Oh shit. Okay, I fuck with that. Damn. And that's what you're calling it.
Stretch breaks.
Stretch breaks.
I don't know.
30 BPM. Dude, I don't think I've ever heard anything at 30 BPM.
I haven't either, but I mean,
but I think you can be the first to do it.
Yeah, if not me, then who?
There you go. Why wait?
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
fucking just get this shit over with, bro. 30 BPM. I guess what was just let's get a name for it right now, bro. Let's get a name for it.
Let's see. I mean, there's break beat.
Beatport
There's
needs
break
to
core.
break core. Okay.
That'd be break something or something break. Slow break. I don't know.
Slow break. Well, I mean, so it's 30 BPM. It's got elements of like, it's got that like the elements of drum and bass. It's Got some dubstep in there too. 30 BPM.
Yeah, because if it's gonna be like my genre, I guess I have to pull like my inspirations into
True.
it.
That's true. Or you just go with genres that you don't like at all and just fucking form that.
Just ruin them.
Just ruin them. Or more of genres that you don't think are it, make it.
Interesting.
Like, I guess for me, like in this case, like grabbing Jersey Club and then maybe Future Rhythm.
Just like combining the elements.
Just so that way I could just say, yeah, I'm fucking with Jersey Club now. I don't know. Future Jersey. Oh, dude.
It's gonna be New Jersey.
You know, sometimes I feel like I don't like to say these things out loud because I feel like some people will listen to like, bet Future Jersey, we out here. Here at Lucid Temple, man. Here at Lucid Temple. That was EDM Confessions, bro. Was that all the cards? Did we go through all of them?
Yes.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah, man. How'd you like that segment right there?
It was cool. It was fun.
What was your favorite one?
Hearing you trash Tech House was pretty great. I like that.
Oh man, it's a. I'll play it because I know it works, but I'm just tired of the.
I won't.
No, well, let's get specifically. I was trashing specifically the Tech House that's like you just tell like they're just trying to grab like early 2000 R&B's vocals and just throw a fucking Tech House bass line on it and just call it a day. You know, like I'm just. It works. It works. I'm just tired of it.
It's just become like formulaic at this point.
Yeah, what'd you say? Formula?
Like there's a formula and people are just following it. Like,
yeah, okay.
They know that like if they follow that, like they take the R&B and then put it over Tech House, like they know it's gonna work and blow up.
So if they know it's gonna work and blow up, how come a lot of these cats haven't blown up like Acraze house?
Because it's like, you know, it's the original versus like the copycat, you know what I mean? Like not that he was the first to do it, but he just happened to have like the track that like really blew up. It just really caught people's attention because like those kinds of things like just kind of happen. It's not really like planned out.
Yeah, okay, that is true.
I also think his was an original, you know,
so
that kind of helps a little bit rather than
that is not truly original. I mean, he had a clear sample. He had a clear sample.
He had to clear the sample. I feel
it's
like
an original, but he had to clear
some sort of release it as a I feel like he had the remix, right? But then when he wanted to go clear it, homegirl's like, I'll just re-record the vocals for you because those aren't the same vocals off of the actual sample. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think she just re-recorded them for him, and then that's why he's able to put it out as do it original mix,
featuring,
rather than remix.
So it's a bit of a gray area.
Yeah. So I think that's why his maybe worked a little rather than doing Tech House remixes and stuff like that. I don't know. You know, like how Dylan Francis wanted to put out his as remix, but he couldn't because of the whole label thing.
Right. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I think maybe that's the only difference is from making flips of R&B shit to Acraze.
Cause that's the only reason why I could see this sudden, like all of a sudden, just a sudden like boom of Tech House records, like right after like this whole like Acraze do it to it. Like if the motive was that they want to blow up, and to do it to make like a similar track, like do it to it, because this seems to be the case, right? People are making the Tech House early 2000s because of the Acraze. Like they're motivated because of what that track did for Acraze, and obviously now he's fucking. He just played a fucking arena with Snake and sold that shit out in Paris, you know. And it's crazy too. I'm always gonna say this, bro. Acraze wasn't that house artist, bro. He was like fucking bass Jersey Club. His Jersey Club was the shit that I fucked with. Now you know on top of 4B, back in the day, a couple years back, when Acraze was doing Jersey Club, hybrid trap, and then some bass. Like he has some bass records out there too. He did a lot, bro, and you know it's crazy to see like just the sudden boom of just like all these people, like you said, like I guess the copycats. Like I wonder if the people that are trying to go after like the Acraze direction, like I wonder if they are telling themselves like, oh, am I being a copycat? Like are they aware? Like are they aware that I am copycatting this shit? But I know what the potential, what this type of record could do for me, right? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
Like, are they aware?
copycat might be the wrong word. I think a better term might be. I probably should have used the word like inspired by, because copycat kind of has like a negative connotation to it.
I feel.
I just
feel
mean
it.
more like they hear it and like they like it and they see the effects it has and like so they're gonna play it and like or they're gonna make it.
Got you.
Like when there's a style, because some people like some producers and DJs like they see like what's popping and like they want to be a part of that. So then they start making whatever like that is.
I guess what I'm trying to say now is that I could tell when people are making tech house for the love of tech house.
Oh yeah,
and I could now tell like with tech house if they did it because they're trying to hop on that like Acraze like, oh, I'm gonna just throw in like the early 2000 vocals on top of a tech house bassline and call it a day type shit. Like I could definitely tell like just how shit sounds and how like shit's like like executed within the tracks. I'm just like, oh, okay, now I can see like this was been doing tech house for a while. Like you could tell this is like a lot of actual like real like passion. You could hear the passion, and then some tech house tracks you could just tell people just threw some shit on there and like they were just trying to like have some club banger and just call it a fucking night. Like I think now I could tell the separation now, like certain tech house and shit. But yeah, it's tech house, bro. That's just like the thing now. And what's next?
I mean, I do like the fact that they did incorporate like 90s R&B. Like I like being able to go to like the EDM show now and hear that influence in EDM. So I'm not too mad at it, but you're right. It's too much.
I'm not too mad at it. Like I said, I'll play it. I'm not necessarily making it. Yeah. But I'll play it. But it's because I know that people fuck with it. And that's just like my mentality as a DJ. You know what I'm saying?
Now, instead of doing these remixes, it's time to make EDM originals like this. Like
exactly. Create from our anthems. Mm-hmm. Not having to worry about like early 2000s. Like, yeah, exactly. We need to create more records like Ghost and stuff. We need to create more records like iconic records, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Add like R&B to tech, like create original R&B tracks with a tech house flair to it, you know? Like
yeah.
Instead of remixing old R&B 90s tracks and stuff like that.
Right. I guess what I'm trying to say is that at least with this particular topic, I could just definitely tell when certain producers are just throwing like a tech house track, and I could just tell the motive, like, okay, like you use, and there's nothing wrong. Like, however you want to like go away about like releasing music, like whatever the motives are, like that's on you. Like, I guess I could just now tell like when, oh, okay, this guy fucks with tech house, and you could tell he's been doing tech house for a while, and that this is shit. He or she or they, and then nowadays like, oh, okay, this person they did tech house, but this is the first time I'm hearing they do tech house. Like they've been drum and bass or dubstep or house, and then now they're doing like strictly tech house, strictly 2000 early 2000 inspiring tech house tracks and shit, you know. So it's just, yeah, I think it's just too much of it. It's a little off-putting now for me. People fuck with it though. Like some people can be like, nah, fuck that, I'll fuck with that shit, and like that is true for some people. Like they don't mind it at all, bro. They can just listen to that shit the whole night, and like they're fine with it. And but for me, like
I mean, some people could listen to future riddim all night.
Yeah,
and some people would listen to tech house all night.
There you go. So it's like I don't speak. I'm not speaking for everyone, no doubt. Like I'm just speaking off of like, just like from my experience. Like yeah, it's just the tech house is for sure. It's like the pandemic, bro. It's like it's inevitable. Like it's just it's a part of life. This is the phase, dude.
Yeah, I mean, like like genres, like the trends will come and go.
What's next, dude? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. What's next? Future Riddim next, bro. What's good? I'm calling it right now. Right here, Lose the Tempo. Future Riddim is next. I don't care what you guys are claiming. If you guys think it's Jersey Club or drum and bass, I'm sorry, Phayla. Future Riddim, bro. We doing it.
But Riddim that's the next was like move. Just the last like big thing. Like Riddim was, I feel like Future Riddim coming up next. I just think it's unlikely. I think it's cool though. I like it. But
you think it's unlikely?
Yes.
Oh wow. Oh, that's interesting.
Like it's definitely gonna have like its fan base and like people do like it, but I don't see it being like super huge. Like,
what do you see being super huge in the next couple of years? Tech house is kind of doing its thing. Dubstep and house obviously has always been kind of like sustainable in terms of like people fucking with that particular style. Yeah, what do you think could pop off like within the next 3 to 5 years?
Well,
Right now,
I've definitely noticed like a lot of just across all genres. There's been kind of like a return to the origins of things. Like even in like so like in the drum and bass community, like jungle is really starting to come up again. I mean, like Nia Archives is playing at Hard Summer this year, which blows my mind. There's a jungle DJ at Hard Summer, which is insane. But
and they normally don't book jungle.
no, never.
See, and it goes back to fucking Hard Summer, bro. Like, doing the damn thing, like putting on people, like on that, like fresh shit, like underground shit, which is pretty tight.
Yeah, so like I think like, and then like in other genres, like you hear like the old school like rave chord stabs in tracks now, and like all those old samples are resurfacing. So I think it's kind of gonna be like a return to like the like 90s era kind of vibes. Like I feel like that's really gonna be like the next thing, because like that like classic rave culture is really starting to like pop up again. So it's kind of a long shot, but I think like breakbeat.
What's classic
back.
rave culture?
Just like, I mean, like that like mid to late 90s like house and like breaks and stuff like that,
okay.
like with the heavy rave stabs.
Okay,
and stuff
yeah,
like
right.
That.
I think to put like I definitely think you're right with where you're getting at. To put like some music to that, like the stuff that Hardwell and stuff just put out and Martin Garrix just put out. I see a lot of that catching on because it's a little bit of what they were usually putting out in like the earlier, not I wouldn't say 90s, but the earlier 2000s. But now just like reintegrating it and putting the new flair into it, and I'm really liking that. I could see that coming back again for sure.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe not like genre specific, but like more like kind of sound,
more of those elements,
like, you know,
I got you.
atmosphere.
Yeah, because I feel like at the end of the day, people are not necessarily like, oh yeah, I fuck with this is some trap. Like the majority of like the people going to these tents, they're not necessarily like registering music as like, I would say like genre specific. They're just like saying, oh, this shit's tight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it could either be what they're saying it's tight may not be like one of the main genre principles. Like I guess is what I'm saying. Like they could go to a drum and bass show, but they might say it's tight because not necessarily maybe because of the re-spaces that come with drum and bass, but because of like the drum structure of drum and bass. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just like those like hooks that maybe people get hooked on genre. Like I know, like I'll give you an example. Like I didn't really used to like riddim for a while, just because of like, for me I lacked a lot of creativity when it came to melody, because like during 2014, 2015, 2016, like riddim, like the principle of US riddim was like a simple groove. Mm-hmm. And I would for me personally, I was just always like, oh, I wish they could use more. There's more melodics, like more melody, more harmony, more melodic elements happening, where it's just not just like a repetitive like just one track
like going on.
Yeah, there you go. I just wanted but then it goes back to what you said, how like sometimes simple is more. Mm-hmm. Like you don't have to go all crazy sometimes, but riddim did its evolution. Then now we got future riddim and shit like that, and then that's like shit that now fuck yeah, like now I fuck riddim, because now there's this subgenre called future riddim, like so it's yeah, sometimes like people, I've seen this in other people too, like they will not like a genre for a while, and that's what I was saying too. Like maybe right now Jersey Club might do its thing in a couple years, and I'll be like, fuck yeah, now I'm a Jersey Club type of person, you know. But yeah, I've seen people be like, oh, I'm not fucking with this style, and then a year or two later, or something happens, they're like, bro, I fuck with this shit, or something. Like they heard something, they heard an artist, like they put their sauce in it, and now they got like hooked onto it. So there's a lot of one of those things. But yeah, bro, we're here at the ending segment of the Spotlight podcast here, bro. Appreciate you coming through to the podcast, you know, talking it up with me on some drum and bass, Subfactory, Phayla, DJing, raving. Is there anything you want to plug in here on the Lose the Tempo podcast to promote any upcoming shows that you might be playing? Anything that you want to say? Any beefs you want to settle right here? What's good, bro?
Yeah, you know, just, you know, thank you for having me on. You know, I had a good time. You know, I love talking music, and it's nice to finally like sit down and really get to like talk to you, because like at shows like we'll try to get some words in, but someone's pulling me one way and you the other way, and it's just like, oh, I'll talk to you later. So it was cool to finally sit down. But yeah, I'll plug my Instagram, just Phayla_, and then of course Subfactory, which is just Subfactory Bass on Instagram. We're actually going to be in Vegas next week with Trip House Collective, so you can check our page for that. And then also next month, we're going to be having 2 shows at the Hideaway, I believe on the 15th and 20 something. They're both Fridays, so Fridays in July, so it should be good.
Nice, bro. That's what's up, dude. And then I was gonna say too, at the Hideaway, is that 18 over, 21?
21 and over.
Okay,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, that's funny. We were we were at a meeting earlier in Santa Ana, and they were just saying like, yeah, when it comes to like throwing shows, like for sure, like for things to be kind of going good, like 21 and over is like the move.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think like for a while, I understand trying to make things like 18 and plus, like you want to get everyone involved, but like I'm starting to notice like as we get older, like kind of just want to hang out with people like around more of your age. So
Yeah.
I can see why now people people are age like, yeah, let's just keep this shit 21 and over. But I feel for those that are like 18 and they're trying to like get ins on it. That's kind of like what I liked about like venues like the Yost Theater, like back in the day too, or like venues like I think Avalon too. Or I think Avalon has this weird thing. I think it's Avalon. You have to be 19 to get in.
What?
Not even 18, 19, bro.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I don't know if there's like an actual like difference in terms of like maturity or whatever in 18, 19, but yeah, I think in Avalon you have to be 19 to enter, bro. Which is I think it's cool, but yeah, it's just one of the things where you're gonna have those audience clashing like with 18 over and then 21 and over.
Yeah, it's I noticed too, like I remember being 18 and like seeing shows that were 21 and over and like not understanding like why. But then when I turned 21 and I went to a 21 and over show and like I saw like the crowd and like just how much more peaceful it was, like I was like, oh, okay, I see.
Not only that too, I understand now why a lot of events are 21 and over, especially with like specifically when they're having it at locations where a lot of the like money that's being generated it's like from bar sales, and they can't really make that, the venue can't really make that kind of money when it's like 18 and over as well, because they need to rely on that 21 and over. So I can see why a lot of events are just strictly 21 and over, because they know that they could at least squeeze a potential dollar out of every attendee, rather than having to make it 18 and over and then maybe be like, oh, well, maybe it'll be a 218 over and then 221, but out of the 400, 200, you're gonna be like going to the bar. And yeah, honestly, it's cool to see a lot of promoters and venues be wanting to do like 18 and over, because I know a lot of venues, they don't like the idea of having 18 and over, because again, they just want the audience there that like are gonna utilize like their services. In this case, like would be like the bar, and shit, you know. So
and then like it being 18 and over will like there's some people who like won't go to an 18 and over show, and like obviously those people who won't go to those shows are the ones who are gonna drink.
Yeah.
So it's like they're losing money there, and like again, like not that there's this huge gap between 18 and 21, but it's like, you know, that those younger crowds sometimes could be like more rowdy and start breaking shit.
That is true. And then when I was like younger, 18, like a lot of times I'd be like, damn, how come these promoters wouldn't want to fucking like make this 18 over? Like they could just make this 18 over, but I didn't take into account that it was not necessarily them, not maybe they did want to do 18 over, but because whoever they're dealing with, like the location, like they need to make sure like a certain bar quota is met, and a lot of times maybe that can't be met with mixing like 18 and over and 21. So now I see why, as I got older and like now during my own shows, I can understand now why, like, oh, okay, I can see why a lot of these shows are 21 and over. A lot of times it's the venue is just not wanting to do 18 and over at all, because they just want to just capitalize on every attendee that goes, not just, oh, well, they look 21 and they could probably buy a drink, and you know. So yeah, it's just crazy. That meeting we went to earlier, that shit was eye-opening,
insightful.
Yeah, dude. But dude, thank you for coming through for the podcast.
Thank
We're
you.
gonna go on to our next recording. Guess That Tempo, bro. So you ready for that one?
What is it?
Guess That Tempo, bro.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, dude. We're about to get on that. Listen to some tracks, guess tempos. You might become tempo champion today. We'll see. But thank you, Phayla, for coming through. Any last words?
Drum and bass.
Drum and bass. We out.